Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of the 7-day Shopify challenge. So those of you who are new to the channel or don't know what's going on, we'll be taking a brand new Shopify store from 0 to 1k in sales over the next 7 days. And each day I'll be breaking down a specific part of dropshipping. For example, today we'll be contacting Instagram influencers and telling you how to master that specific area so that you can make the most amount of money as possible. So if you missed day 1, that was the store creation video where I showed you how to set up your store quickly and basically in under an hour, and also all the apps that you essentially need to install. And in yesterday's video we went ahead and found the winning product that we were going to test on Instagram today, and I'm going to be revealing to you guys in this video how we can go ahead and contact influencers, test the product and potentially get our first sales. So we basically validated the product yesterday was a really good product, and that was a teeth whitening pen, because we kept on seeing those ads pop up on our feed. So what I'm about to do is jump into my phone right now and show you guys how we can set up our Instagram page to maximize the amount of conversions that we're getting through there, because the Instagram page is where everyone will visit before they come to your website to purchase. And then I'll go ahead and show you how we can research, find influencers that we can cheaply test items on and make a bunch of money. So that being said guys, I hope you do enjoy this video, and let's just jump into the computer right now. Oh, and I nearly forgot to mention, after the 7-day challenge is over, we'll be giving away this Shopify store that's making 1k in sales to one lucky subscriber. So if you want the chance to win that Shopify store, all you need to do is be super engaged in the comment section down below. Just like all my videos, notification bell icon on, subscribe, and just follow my Instagram page, like all those posts as well. And basically, the more I see your name pop up, the more likely you are to win that Shopify store. So make sure you're super engaged down below. Comment 1k gang down below in this comment section so that I know that you're a true Phil Fam subscriber. But anyway guys, let's just jump into the video. Okay guys, so finding Instagram influencers. So for those of you who don't remember, we have a specific budget that we're going to be using throughout this challenge, and that is we only have $100 to scale this store to $1,000. So if you only have $100, you obviously want to make sure that you're not wasting money on anything. So far we've only spent $10 on the domain name, and now we have $90 to spend on marketing. So what we want to do is we want to find an Instagram page that has super high engagement that we can test our product on, and hopefully it gets us some sales. So we obviously don't want to spend a lot of money on a big shout out, so we wouldn't do anything more than $30. Normally when I'm testing a product, I don't really spend more than $20 to test an item, just because from the small amount of data that you do get, you can basically tell if the item is a winner or not. So if it does get 1 or 2 smells on a small page, then you probably know that it's a good product, because if it got sales on a small page, then it's more likely to get a dozen more sales on a big page. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Instagram right now. I'll head into my Mac first, and then we'll go back into my phone when it comes to research. But we want to create an Instagram account first. So most people, when they start Shopify, they use their default Instagram account, their personal account, to go ahead and DM influencers. But I really wouldn't recommend that, because the method that we're going to be using to find pages really means that you should get a new Instagram account, because it won't exactly work if you have an old one or used one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and log out of my old one, and we're going to quickly set up a brand new Instagram. Over here you might get a question that says 18 or older or under. I always click older just because ads aren't shown to people that are under 18. Really, Facebook marketers don't target under 18-year-olds. So click 18 or older, because getting targeted by ads is actually one of the ways that we can find more products, which we want to do. We'll skip this. We'll skip this for the time being. I'll set that up later. And phone number, we'll skip that for the timing. Okay, so we just created a brand new Instagram account, and what I want you guys to do is follow the Instagram pages I mentioned to you in the last video. So over here, here are pages that I normally post on for viral content. So what I'll go ahead and do is follow all these Instagram pages, and again, if you click the notes in the description box down below, you'll be able to get this 7-day challenge notes, and we're going to go ahead and follow all these pages, so we just search them up. So guys, as you can see, I went ahead and followed those 9-10 pages that I put down in the list on my screen that you can see right here. And once I follow these pages, what it basically tells Instagram is that I'm interested in this type of video content. And because the product that I found was a video ad, and let me just show you guys what the product was. If you go to our website here, Shop Trend Steals, the product that we found was this teeth whitening pen, which is the ad that we saw on Instagram. And ad for that was a video ad. So we want to follow pages that are posting loads of videos, because if we post a video on a page that normally posts photos, then won't tend to do as well. So if we post it on a page that does a ton of videos, then it will do much better. So that's what we're going to do. That's why I went ahead and followed these specific 10 pages. And what that does is it tells the Instagram that, we're interested in this type of content. And then when we click the explore button right over here, all the content, all the stuff that we see on the explore page will be related to these type of pages. And these type of pages are posting tons of ads every single day. I check their feed and they're posting tons of ads. And Instagram will recommend to us other similar accounts are posting content similar to theirs, video content similar to theirs, and they're most likely also posting ads every single day. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and contact these Instagram influencers, asking them for a price of a shout out. So I'm going to break down how much you should be paying influencers for a shout out, and I'm going to be jumping into my phone to contact them as well. I have mentioned this in the past, in my past videos, how much you should be paying Instagram influencers, but back then I was specifically talking about meme and quote accounts. But the accounts that we're going to be using to test this product are going to be more viral video art type of accounts. So I've mentioned in the past that it doesn't really matter about followers when it comes to testing products and paying accounts. It really matters about the engagement that an account is getting. For example, a page can have 1 million followers, but they're only getting less than 1,000 to 2,000 likes on a post. But another page can have 100,000 followers and they're getting 10, 20,000 likes per post. So it doesn't exactly matter about followers, but when it comes to viral video accounts, you tend to see that some videos do super good, like some videos get a couple million views, and then some videos get 10,000 views, some videos get 100,000 views. So when it comes to that, I'm just gonna kind of give you a few guidelines of how much you should be paying for those viral video type of accounts, because of course these won't be specific. Some million follower accounts can only be charging $10, but I just gave a specific guideline here of how much I would expect to pay these viral video accounts. So 100,000 followers, 10 to 15, 200,000, 15 to 20, 300,000, 20 to $25, 400,000, 25 to 30, 500,000, 25 to 35. And then typically the more followers you have, the more they do charge, but some accounts with more followers charge way less. Some accounts with way less followers charge way more, just because their engagement is ridiculously high. So that doesn't mean if something falls out of this boundary, this price range, that you shouldn't buy from them. Because if it's a super good page, then I might even consider buying from them because the engagement is super good. And if it is way above this, then I would still consider buying it as well, depending on the engagement. And meme and quote accounts, this is the method this is the pricing structure I've talked to you guys before, but basically I pay $3 per 1k likes on a post. So let's say if a meme account gets 10,000 likes consistently on average on every single one of their posts, I would typically pay $30 for an 8-hour post. So this is for an 8-hour post. I always do 8-hour posts when I'm posting on meme accounts, just because I found that more effective. 8-hour period is the time when there's most engagement on the feed. After 8 hours, no one typically tends to buy. During the first 8 hours is like the time of most engagement. And when it comes to viral video accounts, I would always recommend you buy permanent or 24-hour posts. Reason I say that is because the main aspect of these viral video accounts, the main thing that you'll be utilizing when it comes to these accounts is the factor that you can get your post on the explore page. And what happens when you get your post on the explore page is basically Instagram will push your video to thousands and thousands of extra people that don't necessarily follow your account. So when this happens, and this typically tends to happen after the 24-hour or 12-hour mark, then you want to make sure that you're getting all that traffic to your website. So if you only buy an 8-hour post, you haven't given the post enough time. They get recommended by Instagram to go on the explore page, and they won't get that viral push, the viral traction. It will just get some organic views. But if you want your post to go super viral and you want to get loads of free traffic to it from the explore page by using these viral Instagram accounts, then you want to make sure that you're posting permanent or 24-hour posts. So for all the prices I put here were for 24-hour posts. Most accounts do not do permanent posts because they don't like doing permanent posts. They want to keep their feed clean of ads, but some accounts do. So I would recommend you always buy permanent posts, just because I've seen those to be the most cost effective. And let's say I've seen this happen in the past actually. An ad got 30,000 views within the first 24 hours. Next day it had 90,000, and over the next couple of weeks I had over 1 million views. And I believe that ad was for a hair wax, color wax. But basically, that's the reason you want to be buying permanent posts on these viral accounts. And this is how much I would be charging. So now I'm going to go into my phone and show you guys how I would go about contacting these influencers. So guys, I recorded this video for like a whole hour, like it was an hour long video, and then the whole computer decided to crash, everything was deleted, and yeah, that's super not cool, because I had a ton of super cool information inside that hours of videos. I did a ton of work as well, which unfortunately now is not even on camera. I just have the audio recorded and not the actual screen, which is unbelievably annoying, but looks like we're gonna have to deal with it. So what I'll go ahead and do is click screen record on my phone again. I'm going to chop this down into like a 10-20 minute video, because it looks like we can't do anything any longer than that. So I'm sorry about that, guys, but that's just the way it is. So stuff like this happens, so we have to go ahead and cut this into a 20-minute video instead. But I'll show you guys exactly what you need to do. So here's basically all the work I did over the last hour. So what I did first of all was follow the pages that I showed on the screen. So remember in the Google Docs I showed you a list of like 10 accounts that you have to go ahead and follow. I went ahead and followed all those pages, as you can see here. I just followed those pages, and what that basically enabled me to do was when I click the explore button here, I'll go ahead and find similar viral related content. I can go ahead, check out, see if it's getting over 100,000 views per video, like I was saying inside the computer. If videos are getting 100,000 views plus on all of these pages posts, then that page is probably a good page to go ahead and test on. So I went ahead and followed all these pages, and I get way more ads, way more products, way more pages promoted on my explore page right here. And all we do is we went ahead and scrolled through the explore page looking for accounts that were getting over 100,000 views per video. So I went ahead and found a few good accounts. Now again, this is not on camera because unfortunately it wasn't recorded, but this account, you see here, I messaged them a couple minutes ago, and they were getting consistently above 100,000 views. So we can check on one of their ads that they posted back here. It had 400,000 views. So this account has 152,000 followers. They probably only charge $10 to $15 for a post. I'm not sure yet because they haven't responded, but because they had 400,000 views on an ad, that probably tells me that I've got a good likelihood of testing an ad here and it going kind of viral like this one did. So they probably made $200, $300 from this post alone. So that just tells me that, hey, I should probably do the same thing, because it's not that much to test on this page. I assume it might be, but we have to go ahead and see. So we messaged them and waiting for their reply. And a few other accounts I messaged was Awesome Life Hack, because okay, they just saw the message, so I'm going to wait for them to reply. In tomorrow's video, we'll go over negotiating with these influencers. But these guys were getting quite a good amount of engagement as well. And then they also reached out to Beautiful Minds, because if we check their feed, they're getting 300,000 views, 300,000 views, 300,000 views, and 100,000 views there. So it's pretty consistent engagement. Now, there were a few examples that I went over. Unfortunately, we still don't have them, but these accounts were getting kind of like 100,000 views in this video, 1,000,000 views here, and then 10,000 views here, and they're kind of all over the place. And I don't recommend you go buy shoutouts, test product with those accounts, just because they're kind of unreliable. You don't know if they will actually make sales or not, and you want to go for something that's being consistent. So Beautiful Minds was consistent. Another one was Universal Sale, and that was getting 200,000 views. Everything was above 100,000 views on this account, as you can see here. That's why I went ahead and DM'd that account as well. And we have a few more accounts. One thing I was mentioning inside of the video was that we have a maximum of 20 accounts that we can message per hour, just because that's Instagram's limit of how many accounts you can message per hour. So we're going to reach out to a few more accounts to max out that 20 accounts limit, and it only takes about 5-10 minutes to message those accounts. But because I was explaining to you guys, it took me a bit longer. But we're going ahead and scroll through our explore page right here. So we go ahead, and any video that we see, go ahead and click on it. Then we scroll down. If anything gets above 100,000 views, so like this, we check out their profile and see if they have, how many followers they have. This immediately tells us that we shouldn't buy from this account because they have 5 million followers, and testing on a 5 million follower account probably costs us $200 plus, so we don't want to do that. We only have $100 and we want to keep to the budget. So let's click here, 275,000, again a bit too much. Itopia, 180,000, let's check their feed, 50,000, 100,000, 40,000. Okay, so that's kind of inconsistent. We don't know if that'll be a good account or not. So let's just not post there. And one thing I did mention before was, if you see an account that's posting a ton of ads, you probably don't want to post on those accounts just because your ad won't do that good. Let's say if an account is posting like 10 ads every single day, the likelihood of your ad doing any good is not that high, because people are probably spending all their money on the other 10 ads that have been promoted to them. So they're probably getting worn out with tons of ads, and they probably don't want to buy anything from the page anymore. And then if there are accounts that are posting ads and the ads are doing super good, you might as well go ahead and buy from them as well, because that immediately tells you that that page is a super good page. Like the account I showed you before, Art Society, the ad got 400,000 views, so that tells you that that page is quite a good page, because if this works for someone else, it can definitely work for you. So let's scroll here. DIY Learning, that's the page that we saw. 100,000 views plus is again what we are looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll through real quick and see if I find any accounts, and then update you guys when I find any. So we just found another one called Art Gallery. This post only got 144,000 views, but if we go through their feed, you see posts that have more views than that, 500,000, 100,000, 500,000. So that's a pretty decent account. Now it does cost, it is a 300,000 follower account, so it probably costs upwards of $20. But I'll go ahead and message him as well, just because the account looks super solid. And let's say if none of the other influencers that we message reply to us in time, we can go ahead and test on that page as well, just because it's a very good account. So let's go ahead and scroll down. So this is something that you always want to look out for. As you can see here, this account has 700,000 views on one of their posts. So if it has 700,000 views, you would expect that it gets at least, above 100 comments. If we scroll down a bit more, we can see it only has 3 comments. So what that immediately tells us is either this page is buying fake views, or this page is just super unreliable. So I wouldn't go ahead and post on accounts that are getting only a few comments like this. What that tells us is that people engaging with the post aren't the people watching the videos and following the accounts aren't exactly engaging. And if they aren't engaging in the comments, how much more can you expect them to engage with your post, your ad, and actually buy from your store? So if they aren't getting comments, I wouldn't recommend you DM them. So even if it's getting 700,000 views and they have literally no followers, so it could be a really cheap account to test on, and they're still getting consistent views on all their posts, I still wouldn't buy from them, just because they are getting a low amount of comments. So I'm going to go ahead and storm for a few more until we max out the 20 limit. I hope you guys did understand the basic concept of that. I did shorten it quite a bit, because I've kind of forgot what I mentioned in the last video and what I mentioned in this video. So it's kind of unlucky that got deleted, but again, we're just going to go ahead and carry on, because that stuff happens. And as we can see here, we went ahead and DM'd the maximum amount of accounts possible, because we have the action block. This action was blocked, and after 1 hour, this default message will go, just because Instagram have like this what's it called, a community guideline thing, where they don't want anyone to be doing harm or anything to their community. So that's fine. We'll go ahead and click OK, dismiss, and we're not allowed to message anyone for the next hour, so that's fine. Next, what we want to do is we want to set up our Instagram profile. Now, I have made a completely unique video talking about this, and I'm not going to post anything at the moment. All I'm going to do is going to set up the bio. Now, the bio is super key, because the bio is where people come to click the link, and if people are not convinced by your bio, they're not immediately attracted and pulled by your bio to actually go ahead and purchase, then the likelihood of you getting many conversions or having a high conversion rate is really not that high at all. So what you want to do is make sure your bio is optimized for purchases. So here's the kind of bio description that I normally go for. So what we're going to do is click the edit profile button, and you want to open up the Notes app, actually, because the Notes app enables you to edit quite easily, and then you copy and paste onto Instagram. So one thing I've noticed with Instagram, you're not allowed to like enter spaces, enter emojis inside the bio. So if you do it inside of the Notes app on your iPhone or Samsung or whatever, then you can go ahead and copy it into your Instagram bio, and it's fairly easy to do. So first thing I would do is I would do the product name. So I would say home emoji. So home, we go here, and then home of the, and then I believe the name that we called the teeth whitening pen was the clean tooth whitening pen. So go ahead and click clean tooth whitening pen. We put it here, and then we want to put that TM symbol as well. Like I told you guys in the last video, when we put a TM symbol next to our product name, it makes us look way more legit. So we'll go ahead and do that as well. So this perfect first line is pretty good. It immediately tells the people what we are selling, and it tells us that we're the home of the teeth whitening pen, which basically tells them that we're like the main go-to place when it comes to it. So that's good. Then we want to put something like talking about our customers, our repeatability. So I would put something like maybe like we don't have that many followers, so we can't convince people that we have thousands and thousands of orders. But I would say 2,000 plus happy customers. Now that might not be true because obviously we haven't even got our first order, but I would recommend putting that in there just because it boosts conversion rate. If you put 0 plus happy customers, the likelihood of you being a converting at all is pretty much 0 because people don't like being the first order. That's even why Shopify have their order numbers arranged in a different way. You see it by default it starts at 1001 just because people don't want to think that they're the first order because that means like they'll be like, oh, maybe I got scammed. But when they're 1001, they think, oh, there's 1,000 orders before me. That's fine. But anyway, I'll put something like 2,000 happy customers, and that is unethical because we're not doing it we're not trying to convince people that we're the best. We're just trying to give ourselves some proof. But yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that, so I'm just leaving it out there. And then we do free worldwide shipping. So this is like the structure that I've used for all my bios. Free worldwide shipping. Then we're going to click free worldwide shipping, then maybe something like mega 60% off sale and soon. And then we want to put a call to action like shop now, and then we put the linking down. Yeah, just like that. We have that set up, and then we go ahead and select all, copy, and then we're going to paste this into our bio real quick, just like that. And then for the website link, now I see so many people getting the website link wrong, which isn't even like a hard part of it. All you want to do is you want to copy and paste the link of your product itself. Like some people are going ahead and copy and pasting the link to their storefront itself. And if you go to the storefront itself, then people don't know where to find the product. But if you're going directly to the product page, then you're way more likely to convert. So don't go ahead and put your website bio, your main page bio there. You want to go ahead and go to your product page and copy and paste that URL. So let me go get that real quick. So we go ahead and get this link, copy it, and then simply paste that into Instagram just like that. Click done and refresh. And when you click on it, it should hopefully go directly to that page. Yeah. And then at the moment, we're not going to go ahead and post anything yet. I'm going to save that for the next video. But I'm going to tell you guys how you can organize your feed to make it look clean, to maximize it for the most amount of conversions. But at the moment, all we need to really do is change out the logo because the logo is kind of blurry. And like I said, we only have the $100 budget. So we're not going to spend money on a paid logo at the moment. Again, we don't want to waste money on anything. We're just going to leave this as it is right now. Everything is looking pretty clean. As you can see, we go ahead and we will message those influencers, and they'll probably start getting back to us over the next couple hours. So I won't reply to them until the next video. In the next video, I'll go ahead and reply to them, show you how to negotiate with them and set up our very first influencer deal. And then from there, I'll go ahead and start scaling the product if it is making money. If it isn't making money, I'll go ahead and test another one and then start scaling that if it is working. But just like that, we're finished with this video. Sorry guys, I had to cut this one short. It would have been a way better training video day 3 if I had actually recorded it properly, and I'm sorry for that. It just that the computer decided not to work today, but that's fine. Tomorrow I promise it'll be an even better video. I hope you did learn how you can go ahead and message these influencers. So all we did, let me just break it down again throughout the video, was number 1, we went ahead and created a brand new Instagram account. Number 2, we followed all those pages that I showed you over here on the screen. It's not recording the screen right now. There's 10 pages. Then we went to the explore page, and then we found accounts that were getting 100,000 views plus per post. Then we messaged them. Oh yeah, this is, I don't think I covered this in the video, but this is the message that we send to influencers when we're looking to buy from them. So we send them business related. Then we see how much are your rates of feed posts, and then please send over your prices, and then thanks, Alex. So if we want to cut it short, we don't want to make it too long. I see some people writing really long messages saying, hey, blah, 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 how much are you post for this, blah, 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 a long-term brand, blah, 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 and it goes on like for a paragraph, and influencers won't tend to read that. They like reading something that's short and straight to the point, and then they'll send you their prices real quick. But if it's long, then they probably don't want to do business with you because they like to keep it simple, not complicated. So yeah, guys, that was the default message, and we just copy and paste that to all the influencers. But yeah, guys, so after we did that, we found accounts with 100,000 views plus per post, consistent accounts, and then yeah, we went ahead and messaged them, and then we set up our feed our bio, like so. But yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up this video. I'll go ahead and wrap it up fast just because I don't want it to crash again. I hope you did enjoy. Again, the 7-day challenge series. Make sure you're following us throughout the 7 days to see if we do hit our goal, which I'm pretty sure we will do. At the end of the series, we'll give away the store to one lucky subscriber. So you want to make sure that you're super engaged in the comment section down below. Like on my Instagram post, I won't go right now, but like on my Instagram post at AlexPhilip_1. Subscribe to the channel, join the notification gang so whenever I drop awesome content like this, you can see it when it is posted. And yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy, and peace.